Captain Jake Morrison stood in front of the big window on the space station. He watched the stars shine in the dark space around them. The station was called Meridian, and it was very far from Earth. Jake had been the captain here for 3 years now. The station was not very big. Only 20 people lived and worked there. They watched for new things in space and studied the stars. Most days were quiet and normal. Jake liked it that way. "Captain Morrison, please come to the control room," a voice said over the speaker. It was Danny Price, the man who fixed all the machines on the station. Jake walked quickly to the control room. Danny was looking at a big screen with many lights and numbers on it. His face looked worried. "What is it, Danny?" Jake asked. "Sir, we found something strange." "Look at this," Danny pointed to the screen. "There is a ship out there, but it is not like any ship we have ever seen before." Jake looked at the screen. He could see a small dot moving slowly through space. The computer showed that the ship was about 10 miles away from their station. "Is it from Earth?" Jake asked. "No, sir. It does not look like any human ship. And Captain, there is something else. The ship seems to be dying. It has almost no power left." Dr. Lisa Carter came into the control room. She was the station's doctor who studied alien life. She had heard Danny's words. "Captain, if there is life on that ship, we need to help them," Lisa said. It could be the first time humans meet real aliens. Jake felt his heart beat faster. Meeting aliens was something every human dreamed about. But it was also very dangerous. They did not know if the aliens were friendly or wanted to hurt them. "Show me more about the ship," Jake said to Danny. Danny worked on his computer. The screen showed a picture of the strange ship. Jake had never seen anything like it before. The ship looked like it was made from something alive. It had smooth curves like a seashell. Parts of it seemed to glow with a soft blue light. "How big is it?" Jake asked. "About the size of our small rescue ships, sir. It can probably hold 1 or 2 people," Danny said. "Any signs of weapons?" Jake asked. Danny looked at his screen again. "No, sir. No weapons that we can see. But Captain, the ship's power is getting weaker. If someone is alive in there, they do not have much time left." Lisa stepped closer to Jake. "Captain, we have to try to save them. It is the right thing to do." Jake thought hard. The rules said they should call Earth and wait for orders when they found aliens. But that would take days. By then, whoever was in the ship would be dead. Luke Harper, the man who worked with the radios, came running into the room. "Captain, I tried to talk to the ship, but they do not answer. Either they cannot hear us or they do not understand our language. Or they are too sick to talk," Lisa added. Jake made his choice. "Danny, get the rescue ship ready. We are going to bring that alien ship here." "Sir, are you sure?" Danny asked. "What if it is dangerous?" "We will be careful, but we cannot let someone die when we can help them," Jake said. Lisa smiled. "I will get my medical things ready. If there are aliens on that ship, they might need a doctor." 20 minutes later, Jake and Danny flew the rescue ship toward the alien vessel. Up close, the ship looked even stranger. The blue glow was getting weaker, like a dying fire. "How do we grab it?" Danny asked. "It does not have the same parts as our ships." "Try the magnetic clamps," Jake said. Danny used the robot arms on their ship to grab the alien vessel. To their surprise, the alien ship seemed to change shape a little. Parts of it moved to make it easier for the robot arms to hold it. "Did you see that?" Danny asked. The ship moved by itself. "Maybe it is trying to help us," Jake said. They pulled the alien ship back to the station. In the big room where ships could land, they put the alien vessel down carefully. The whole crew came to look at it. The ship was even more beautiful up close. The surface looked like it was made of glass and metal mixed together. The blue glow came from lines that ran all over the ship like veins in a leaf. "How do we get inside?" Jake asked. Lisa walked around the ship, looking at it carefully. "There," she said, pointing to one side. "I think that might be a door." As soon as Lisa touched the spot, the ship began to change. A section of the wall became soft and opened like a flower. Warm air came out of the opening. "The air is safe to breathe," Luke said, checking his instruments. Jake and Lisa put on their spacesuits anyway. They did not want to take chances. They walked into the alien ship. Inside, the walls glowed with soft light. Everything looked smooth and curved. There were no sharp corners anywhere. The ship felt warm and alive. They found a room in the center of the ship. In the middle of the room was something that looked like a bed made of the same glowing material as the walls. On the bed was the most beautiful creature Jake had ever seen. The alien looked almost human, but not quite. She had long arms and legs like a person, but her skin was clear like glass. Jake could see blue and silver colors moving under her skin like water. Her hair was long and seemed to float even though there was no wind. Her face was peaceful, like she was sleeping. Is she alive? Jake whispered. Lisa checked her instruments. Yes, but barely. Her body is very different from ours, but I think she is dying. The bed the alien was lying on began to flash red lights. A sound like music came from the walls, but it sounded sad and worried. The ship knows she is sick, Lisa said. It is trying to take care of her, but it does not have enough power. Can we help her? Jake asked. I will try, Lisa said, but I need to get her to our medical room right away. They carefully carried the alien woman to their ship. She was very light, as if her bones were made of something lighter than human bones. Her skin felt warm and smooth. Back on the station, Lisa worked for hours to save the alien woman. She connected human machines to the alien's body and tried to understand how her body worked. The other crew members watched and waited. Finally, Lisa came out of the medical room. She looked tired but happy. She's going to live, Lisa said. But Jake, this is amazing. Her body is like nothing I have ever seen. She is beautiful and strange and wonderful all at the same time. When will she wake up? Jake asked. Soon, I think. And when she does, we will be the first humans to talk to a real alien. Jake looked through the window at the alien woman sleeping in the medical bed. Her skin still glowed softly with blue and silver light. He wondered what she would think when she woke up and saw them. He wondered if she would be afraid, or if she would be happy that they had saved her life. Outside the station, her ship sat quietly in the landing bay. Sometimes it still glowed a little, as if it was waiting for its owner to come back. Jake knew that everything was about to change. They had found something wonderful and strange in the empty space between the stars. Now they just had to hope that the beautiful alien woman would wake up and want to be their friend. The alien woman woke up 3 days later. Jake was sitting by her bed when her eyes opened. They were the most amazing eyes he had ever seen. They looked like they had tiny stars inside them, and they changed color from blue to green to silver. She sat up quickly and looked around the room. Jake could see she was scared. Her skin began to glow brighter, and the colors under her skin moved faster. It is okay, Jake said softly. You are safe. We saved you. The alien woman looked at Jake. She opened her mouth and made sounds, but they were not like any language Jake had heard before. The sounds were like music mixed with the wind. Dr. Lisa Carter came into the room with Dr. Amy Brooks. Amy was the person on the station who knew the most about languages. She had a small computer with her that could help translate different languages. Hello, Amy said to the alien woman. She spoke slowly and held up her hand in a friendly way. The alien woman looked at Amy's hand. Then she did something amazing. She put her hand up too, but when she did, her hand began to glow with warm yellow light. Jake felt happy just looking at the light. I think she is trying to be friendly, Amy said. The light might be how her people show feelings. The alien woman pointed to herself and made a sound like singing. She said it several times. Zara. Zara, Amy repeated. Is that your name? Zara nodded. She understood. She pointed to Amy and made a questioning sound. Amy, Amy said, pointing to herself. Then she pointed to Jake. Jake, then to Lisa. Lisa. Zara tried to say their names. It sounded different when she said them, more like music, but they could understand her. Over the next few hours, Amy worked with Zara to learn how to talk to each other. Zara was very smart and learned fast. She could make her skin glow different colors when she felt different things. Happy was yellow and gold. Sad was blue. When she was confused, purple lights moved across her skin like waves. By the end of the first day, Zara could say simple words in English. Thank you, she told Jake. You saved Zara's life. You are welcome, Jake said. What happened to your ship? Zara's skin turned blue. Ship very old. Zara very old. Ship tired. Zara tired. How old are you? Lisa asked. Zara thought for a moment. In your time, maybe 200 years. Everyone was surprised. Zara looked young and beautiful, but she was older than anyone they had ever met. Where do you come from? Amy asked. Zara's skin turned a deep blue color. Zara come from nowhere. Zara people have no home. What do you mean? Jake asked. Zara struggled to find the right words. Zara people called Villani. We travel in space for a long time. We look for friends, but... Her skin turned dark blue, almost black. Other people afraid of Villani. They run away or try to hurt us. Why are they afraid? Lisa asked. Zara looked confused. Zara not know. Other people see Villani and become very scared. They think we want to hurt them, but we do not. We only want friends. Jake, Lisa, and Amy looked at each other. They were not afraid of Zara at all. She seemed kind and gentle. Her glowing skin was beautiful, not scary. How long have you been alone? Amy asked softly. 50 years, Zara said. Her skin turned the darkest blue they had seen. Zara family gone. Zara friends gone. All Villani alone now. We travel far from each other so we do not make other people afraid. Lisa felt very sad for Zara. That must be very lonely. Yes, Zara said. Very lonely. Zara was looking for a quiet place to die when ship broke. You do not have to die, Jake said. You can stay here with us if you want. Zara looked surprised. Her skin began to glow with colors they had not seen before, soft greens and pinks mixed with gold. You not afraid of Zara? She asked. No, Jake said. We think you are beautiful. Zara's skin became so bright with happy colors that it lit up the whole room. She started to cry, but her tears were like tiny diamonds that glowed with light. No one ever say Zara beautiful before, she whispered. Danny Price came to visit Zara the next day. He wanted to learn about her ship. Zara was happy to show him how it worked. Ship is grown, not built, Zara explained as they walked around her vessel. Villani ships are alive like trees or animals. Danny was amazed. It can think. Ship think a little. Ship know when Zara's sick. Ship try to help, but ship need food to stay alive. What does it eat? Danny asked. Light from stars, Zara said. But ship too weak to eat enough light. Danny had an idea. We can give your ship power from our station. Would that help? Zara's skin glowed bright with excitement. Yes. Ship would be very happy. As Danny worked to connect power cables to Zara's ship, something wonderful happened. The ship began to glow brighter and brighter. The walls inside became warm again, and the sad music it had been making changed to happy sounds. Ship is singing, Zara said with joy. Ship has not sung in many years. Other crew members came to meet Zara. Security Chief Ryan Bell was amazed at how fast and strong she was. When he asked her to help train with him, she moved like water and wind at the same time. She was a fighter, but a graceful one. Dr. Karen White, who took care of the plants on the station, found that Zara knew things about plants that no human had ever learned. Just by touching a sick plant, Zara could make it healthy again. Plants speak to Villani, Zara explained. We hear their feelings. But it was Luke Harper who made the biggest discovery. Luke worked with all the radios and computers that helped the station talk to other ships and planets. He noticed that when Zara felt different emotions, the patterns of light on her skin were very complex. Zara, Luke said one day, the lights on your skin, are they a language? Zara looked surprised. Yes. Light patterns how Villani talk about feelings, but no one ever understand before. Luke got very excited. Can you teach me? For the next week, Luke worked with Zara every day. She showed him how different patterns meant different things. A spiral of blue light meant sadness. Golden waves meant joy. Quick flashes of red meant danger. This is amazing, Luke told the others. Zara's people do not just talk with words. Their whole body speaks with light. It is like they are living art. Is that why other aliens are afraid? Amy asked. Maybe they do not understand the light language? Maybe, Luke said. If you cannot read the lights, Zara's people might look strange or dangerous. One evening, Luke was working late with Zara on the light language. She was trying to show him a very complex pattern. That meant grateful for friendship. The main pattern was beautiful, soft. Gold and green lights that moved across her skin, like a gentle river. Luke watched carefully and tried to understand. Suddenly his face lit up with understanding. You are saying thank you for being your friend, he said. Zara's skin exploded with light. Colors Luke had never seen before danced across her body. She was so happy that her joy filled the whole room with warm, bright light. Yes, she said. Luke, understand. Luke, first person ever understand Villani heart speak. For the first time in 50 years, Zara felt like someone truly saw her. Not just her body or her face, but her feelings and her thoughts. Luke could read the language of her heart. That night, Zara did not feel lonely anymore. She had found something she thought was impossible. People who were not afraid of her. And one person who could understand her deepest feelings. But Zara did not know that far away in space, other aliens had heard about her rescue. They were coming to the station, and they were very angry that humans had saved what they thought was a dangerous monster. The peaceful days were about to end, but for now, Zara was happy. She had found friends who thought she was beautiful instead of scary. She had found someone who could understand her heart. For the first time in many years, Zara's ship sang happy songs through the night, and her skin glowed with the soft colors of hope. Zara had been living on the station for 2 weeks now. Every day she learned more about humans, and the humans learned more about her. She was becoming part of their family. In the mornings, Zara would help Dr. Karen White in the plant room. Karen was amazed at how Zara could make sick plants healthy just by touching them. When Zara put her hands on a dying flower, her skin would glow green and the flower would stand up straight and bloom. "How do you do that?" Karen asked one day. "Plants have feelings like people," Zara explained. "When plants sad or hurt, Zara can feel it. Zara gives plant happy energy through touch." Karen watched as Zara saved a small tree that had been dying for weeks. Under Zara's glowing hands, new leaves grew and the bark became strong again. "Your people must be amazing gardeners," Karen said. Zara's skin turned a little blue. "Villani used to grow beautiful gardens on ships. But when we became alone, many gardens died. Hard to grow beautiful things when heart is broken." In the afternoon, Zara would train with Security Chief Ryan Bell. At first, Ryan was worried about training with an alien. He did not want to hurt her. But he quickly learned that Zara was much stronger and faster than any human. "Show me how your people fight," Ryan asked during one training session. Zara moved like she was dancing. Her body flowed like water. But her strikes were quick as lightning. She could fight 3 practice robots at the same time and never get hit. "Villani fighting is like art," Zara explained. "We dance with enemy, not just hit them. Fighting should be beautiful even when dangerous." Ryan had never seen anything like it. When Zara fought, her skin would glow with silver and white lights. She looked like a warrior made of starlight. But Zara's favorite time was the evenings with Luke Harper. Luke was getting very good at reading her light language. He could understand when she was happy, sad, excited, or worried just by looking at the patterns on her skin. "Tell me about your family," Luke said one evening as they sat by the big window looking at the stars. Zara's skin showed deep blue patterns mixed with gold. It was a complex feeling, sadness mixed with love. "Zara had a sister named Kira," she said. "Kira was very brave. She always protected Zara when they were young." "Where is Kira now?" Luke asked. "Gone," Zara said simply. The blue on her skin got darker. "Kira's ship attacked by scared aliens 5 years ago. They thought Kira was a monster, so they destroyed her ship." Luke felt angry. "That is terrible. Kira was not a monster." "No," Zara agreed. "Kira was kind and good. She loved to grow flowers and sing to stars. But other people could not see her goodness. They only saw a scary alien." Luke reached out and gently touched Zara's hand. Her skin glowed warm yellow where he touched her. "We see your goodness," Luke said. "We see how beautiful you are inside and outside." Zara looked at Luke with her star-filled eyes. "Why are humans different? Why are you not afraid of Villani like other people?" Luke thought about this for a long time. Maybe because humans know what it is like to be different. On Earth, humans look different from each other. Different colors, different shapes, different ways of living. We learned that different can be beautiful. "Other aliens not learn this?" Zara asked. "I guess not," Luke said. "Maybe they only know their own kind. When they see something different, they get scared." Dr. Lisa Carter was also learning amazing things about Zara. She discovered that Zara's body was very different from human bodies. Her bones were stronger but lighter. Her blood was blue-silver and glowed softly. Her heart was bigger than a human heart and it beat slower. "Your people live much longer than humans," Lisa said during one of Zara's checkups. "Yes," Zara said. "Villani can live maybe 500 years, but most die much younger now." "Why?" Lisa asked. "Loneliness kills Villani," Zara explained sadly. "Villani need other Villani to be healthy. When alone too long, body starts to forget how to live." Lisa was worried. "Are you getting sick from being alone?" "Before coming here, yes," Zara said. Zara was dying slowly. But now, her skin glowed with soft pink and gold. Now Zara feels better every day. Human friendship is like medicine. Dr. Amy Brooks made an important discovery too. She found that Zara's language was not just words and light patterns. Zara could also make sounds too high or too low for humans to hear normally. Amy used special machines to record these sounds. "Zara, you are making music we cannot hear," Amy said, showing Zara the recordings. "Yes," Zara said. "Villani speak with light, sound, and music together. Full language uses all 3. "That is beautiful," Amy said. "Like speaking with your whole body and soul." "That is why other aliens afraid," Zara said sadly. "They feel Villani music in their minds, but they not understand it. Fear comes from not understanding." One day, Jake called everyone together for a meeting. He had been thinking about something important. "Zara," Jake said, "you said your people are scattered across the galaxy, all alone. Do you know where any other Villani are?" Zara's skin showed hope mixed with sadness. "Zara knows where some Villani travel, but Zara not talked to them for many years. Too dangerous to use ship radios. Other aliens hear and attack. What if we helped you contact them? Jake asked. What if we could bring other Villani here? Zara's skin exploded with bright colors. Other Villani could come here. To safe place. If they want to, Jake said. This station could be a home for your people. Zara began to cry her diamond tears. Zara dreamed of this for 50 years, but is dangerous for humans. Other aliens very angry if humans help Villani. Let us worry about that, Jake said. You should not have to be alone anymore. That night, Luke found Zara on the observation deck. She was looking out at the stars, and her skin was showing the most beautiful pattern he had ever seen. It looked like a galaxy made of light with stars that pulsed like a heartbeat. What does that pattern mean? Luke asked. Hard to translate, Zara said. It means hope for future mixed with gratitude for present. It means finding family when you thought you would die alone. Luke sat beside her. You are not alone anymore. No, Zara agreed. But Luke, other Villani still alone out there. They think they will die without ever finding friends. Then we need to find them, Luke said. Zara turned to look at him. Her skin began to glow so brightly that Luke had to close his eyes for a moment. When he opened them, Zara was glowing like a gentle star. You would do that? Risk danger to help people you never met? They are your people, Luke said. That makes them our people too. For the first time since he had known her, Zara's light pattern showed something Luke had never seen before. It was pure joy mixed with love so strong it made the air itself seem to shine. This is why humans special, Zara whispered. You see with hearts, not just eyes. You love what is different instead of fearing it. As they sat together watching the stars, neither of them knew that their peaceful time was about to end. Far away in space, ships were coming toward the station. The aliens in those ships had heard that humans were protecting a Villani, and they were coming to stop what they saw as a terrible mistake. But for now, Luke and Zara sat in the beautiful light of her joy, planning how to bring her lonely people home. For now there was hope and friendship and the promise that no one would have to be alone anymore. Zara's ship sang soft. Happy songs through the walls of the station, and in the plant room, flowers that had never bloomed, before opened their petals to catch the light of an alien woman who had finally found people who thought she was beautiful instead of frightening. The loneliest person in the galaxy was lonely no more. The alarm on the station woke everyone up early in the morning. Luke ran to the control room where Jake and Danny were looking at their screens with worried faces. What is happening? Luke asked. Ships, Jake said. Lots of them. Coming toward our station very fast. Luke looked at the screen. He could see 12 bright dots moving toward them through space. Are they human ships? No, Danny said. They are alien ships. Different kinds. It looks like ships from many different alien races all coming together. Dr. Lisa Carter came running into the control room. Jake, I just got a message on the emergency radio. The aliens are demanding that we give them the Villani we are hiding. Jake felt his stomach drop. They know about Zara. Yes, Lisa said. And they are very angry. They say humans do not understand how dangerous the Villani are. They want to take Zara away to protect the galaxy. What will they do to her? Luke asked. But he was afraid he already knew the answer. The message did not say, Lisa said quietly. But from the way they talked about her, I do not think they plan to let her live. At that moment, Zara came into the control room. She had heard the alarm and came to see what was wrong. When she saw everyone's worried faces, her skin turned dark blue. What is wrong? She asked. Jake did not want to tell her, but he knew he had to. Zara, other aliens found out you are here. They are coming to take you away. Zara's skin went completely black. It was the first time any of them had seen her without any light at all. She looked like a shadow of herself. How many ships? She asked quietly. 12, Danny said. How many people on ships? Maybe 300 aliens, Danny said. With lots of weapons. Zara sat down heavily in a chair. Zara, bring death to friends. This is what always happens when people try to help Villani. No, Luke said firmly. You did not bring this. We chose to help you and we choose to protect you now. Luke is right, Jake said. We will not let them take you. You cannot fight them, Zara said. Her skin was still completely dark. Too many ships. Too many weapons. Humans will die because of Zara. Dr. Amy Brooks came running into the room. Jake, I just got another message. They want to talk to us before they attack. They are giving us 1 hour to give up Zara. Jake thought hard. Their station had some weapons, but not enough to fight 12 ships full of angry aliens. They could call for help from Earth, but it would take days for human ships to reach them. There has to be another way, he said. What if I go with them? Zara asked. If Zara surrenders, they will not hurt humans. No, Luke said. We will not let that happen. Luke, you not understand, Zara said sadly. This is why Villani must stay alone. When we try to make friends, friends get hurt. Dr. Ben Cox, the medical officer, had been thinking quietly. Suddenly he spoke up. Zara, when you first came here you were dying, right? Yes, Zara said. But now you're healthy and strong. Your light patterns are brighter than they were before. What changed? Zara looked confused. Zara not understand question. When you were alone, you were sad. Your skin was always blue and dark. But now you show gold and green and pink. Happy colors. When did that start? Zara thought about this. When humans not afraid of Zara. When Luke learned to read heart speak. When Zara realized she had friends. Exactly, Ben said. Zara, I have been studying your light patterns every day. The patterns you show now are completely different from when you arrived. You are showing emotions that you probably have not felt in 50 years. What are you thinking, Ben? Jake asked. Ben got excited. What if the reason other aliens are afraid of Villani is because they have only seen sad, lonely Villani? What if they have never seen a happy Villani? Amy understood first. You mean the light patterns that scare other aliens are the patterns of sadness and loneliness? Exactly, Ben said. Think about it. If you met someone and all you could see from them was sadness and despair, you might think they were dangerous too. Luke was getting excited too. But we have seen Zara happy. We have seen her joy and hope and love. Those patterns are beautiful, not scary. That is it, Amy said. We need to show the aliens what a happy Villani looks like. Zara looked confused. How? They will not listen to words. Jake had an idea. The station has a very powerful radio. We can broadcast signals across the whole galaxy. What if we broadcast your light patterns? Not just the patterns, Luke added, but also our explanations of what they mean. We can teach them to understand Villani heart speak. Zara's skin began to glow a little bit. You think this could work? It is our only chance, Jake said. Zara, are you willing to try? Zara stood up. Her skin was still mostly dark, but tiny points of light began to appear, like stars coming out at night. If there is chance to save friends and maybe help other Villani, Zara will try anything. They worked quickly. Danny and Luke set up cameras and radio equipment to record Zara's light patterns. Amy prepared translations of what each pattern meant. Ben got ready to explain how Zara's emotions had changed since coming to the station. Zara, Luke said, I need you to show them your feelings. Start with how you felt when you were alone. Zara closed her eyes and remembered 50 years of loneliness. Her skin turned deep blue and black. Sad patterns moved across her body like storm clouds. This is loneliness, Amy said into the microphone. This is what you have always seen from the Villani. They are not showing anger or danger. They are showing that their hearts are broken. Then Luke said, Now show them how you felt when we saved you. Zara's skin changed to show soft blue mixed with gold. This is gratitude, Amy explained. This is hope. Now show them how you feel about us, Luke said. Zara looked at all her human friends. Her skin began to glow with the most beautiful pattern any of them had ever seen. Warm gold and pink and green lights danced across her body like sunrise over a calm ocean. This is love, Amy said. This is what the Villani look like when they are happy. This is what they look like when they have friends. Jake broadcast the message to the approaching ships. This is Captain Morrison of Station Meridian. Please listen to what we are about to show you. You have been afraid of the Villani because you have only seen them in pain. Let us show you what they look like when they are not alone. For 30 minutes, they broadcast Zara's light patterns with explanations. They showed the difference between lonely Zara and happy Zara. They explained that the scary patterns were not threats but cries for help. When they finished, they waited. The alien ships were very close now, but they had stopped moving toward the station. Finally, a voice came over the radio. It sounded like it came from a creature with a very deep voice. Human station, this is Commander Thok of the Krillian Empire. What you have shown us is difficult to believe. The Villani have always been creatures of fear and darkness. Because they have always been alone and sad, Jake replied. Commander, what would your people look like if they had been alone for hundreds of years? What would you look like if everyone you met ran away in fear? There was a long silence. Then Commander Thok spoke again. We would be very sad, very angry, very desperate. That is what you have been seeing, Jake said. Not monsters, but people in pain. Another voice came on the radio, higher and more musical. This is Speaker Elin of the Harmony Coalition. Human Captain, you say the Villani can feel joy? Can feel love? Zara stepped up to the microphone herself. Zara can feel all things that you feel. Love, fear, hope, sadness, joy. Vellani heart, same as your hearts, just speak different language. As Zara spoke, her skin glowed with gentle, warm light. The pattern was so beautiful and peaceful that everyone in the control room felt happy just looking at it. We are reading your bio patterns now, Speaker Elin said, wonder in her voice. By the great harmony. It is beautiful. How did we never see this before? Because you never saw happy Vellani before, Luke said. Zara has been alone for 50 years. She was dying when we found her, but look at her now. The radio was quiet for a long time. Finally, Commander Thok spoke again. Human Captain, we need to talk more about this. We are coming to your station, but not to attack. We want to understand what we have learned today. Jake felt relief flood through him. You are welcome here, Commander. Zara's skin was now glowing so brightly with joy that she looked like she was made of liquid starlight. For the first time in galactic history, other species were not running away from a Vellani in fear. They were coming closer because they wanted to understand. Luke, Zara said, her voice full of wonder. They not afraid anymore. No, Luke said, smiling. They are not afraid anymore. They see what we see. They see how beautiful you are. As the alien ships came peacefully toward the station, Zara's light pattern showed something that had not been seen in the galaxy for hundreds of years. A Vellani glowing with pure, unlimited joy. The lonely alien lady was melting with happiness, and her joy was about to change everything. The first alien ship to dock at the station was huge and gray, like a metal mountain. Commander Thok came out of it, and he was bigger than any human. He looked like a bear that could walk on two legs with thick fur and small, careful eyes. Behind him came Speaker Elin, who looked like a tall, thin bird with feathers that changed color. There were also creatures that looked like giant cats, others that seemed made of living crystal, and some that Jake could not even describe. All of them stopped when they saw Zara. Zara stood in the docking bay, her skin glowing with nervous golden light. She had never been this close to so many different aliens who were not running away from her. Commander Thok stared at her for a long moment. Then he did something amazing. He got down on one knee. Lady Zara, he said in his deep voice, I must ask your forgiveness. For hundreds of years, my people have been afraid of yours. We thought you were monsters. We were wrong. Zara's skin began to glow so brightly that the whole docking bay filled with warm, gentle light. Tears like tiny diamonds fell from her eyes. Zara, forgive, she said. You could not understand Vellani heart speak. How could you know we were not dangerous? Speaker Elin stepped forward. Her feathers were now a soft blue color. Your light patterns are the most beautiful language I have ever seen. It is like watching emotions dance. All Vellani speak this way, Zara said. When happy, when sad, when afraid, when loving. Body tells truth that words cannot hide. A crystal being that looked like living glass spoke next. Its voice sounded like wind chimes. We have sensors on our ships that can read your biopatterns. The feelings you are showing now, we have never seen anything like them from a Vellani before. Because no Vellani has felt this happy in a very long time, Zara explained. When always alone, always afraid, heart forgets how to show joy. Jake stepped forward. Commanders, we want to show you something else. Zara, will you contact other Vellani? Let them know it is safe to come here? Zara looked nervous. What if they not believe? What if too afraid? Try, Luke said gently. Show them what we showed these commanders. Show them that you are happy and safe. Zara went to her ship, which was now glowing brightly with power from the station. She touched the walls and the ship began to sing. But this time the song was different. Instead of sad, lonely music, it sang with hope and joy. The song went out across space, carried by the ship's special radio. It was a song that only Vellani could hear completely, but everyone in the docking bay could feel it. It made them feel warm and hopeful. What is she singing? Speaker Elin asked. Amy, who had been studying Vellani language, translated. She is singing that she found friends who see beauty instead of fear. She is singing that there is a place where Vellani can be safe and happy. For 3 days they waited. The alien commanders stayed at the station, learning about humans and about Zara. They watched her help Karen with the plants, train with Ryan, and talk with Luke in her beautiful light language. Commander Thok was amazed when he saw Zara make a dying flower bloom again. Your people are healers? Vellani feel all living things, Zara explained. Plants, animals, people. When something hurts, we want to help. And we thought you were destroyers, the crystal being said sadly. We have made a terrible mistake. On the 3rd day, something appeared on the long-range sensors. 1 ship at first, then 2, then 5. They were Villani ships coming toward the station. Zara's skin exploded with so much joy that she looked like a small sun. They come. Other Villani come. The first Villani ship to arrive was piloted by someone Zara had not seen in 20 years. When the alien woman stepped out of her ship, she looked exactly like Zara, but with silver patterns instead of blue ones. "Kayla," Zara cried, running to hug her friend. Both Villani women glowed so brightly that everyone had to look away for a moment. "Zara, we heard your song across the galaxy," Kayla said. "We could not believe it." "Happy Villani song? We thought it was impossible." "Not impossible," Zara said, pulling Luke forward. "Humans hear our heart speak. They understand we are not monsters." Kayla looked at Luke with her star-filled eyes. Luke did not feel afraid at all. Instead, he felt honored to meet another of Zara's people. "Thank you," Kayla said to Luke. "For 50 years, Zara has been like sister to me, but we could not be together. Too dangerous. But now you can be family again," Luke said. More Villani ships arrived over the next week. Soon there were 15 Villani living on the station. The place that had been home to 20 humans was now home to 35 beings from 2 different worlds. And something magical happened. With so many Villani together and happy, their light patterns began to combine. When they were all together in the dining hall, the room filled with the most beautiful light show anyone had ever seen. Colors danced across the ceiling like the northern lights, but warmer and more alive. The alien commanders were amazed. "This is what the galaxy has been missing," Speaker Elin said. "All this beauty, all this joy, hidden because we were afraid of what we did not understand." Jake had an idea. "What if we make this station a special place? A place where different species can come to learn about each other. A place where no one has to be afraid," Amy added. Commander Thok nodded his big head. "The Krillian Empire would support this. We have much to learn about friendship between different peoples." Over the next months, the station grew bigger. Ships came from all over the galaxy, bringing aliens who wanted to meet the Villani and the humans who had helped them. They built new rooms and docking bays. They planted gardens where Villani could work their magic with plants. Luke became the head of the new alien communication department. He and Zara worked together every day, teaching other species how to understand Villani light language. Soon, aliens from dozens of worlds could read the basic emotions that Villani showed with their skin. But the most beautiful moment came 6 months later. Jake was standing on the observation deck when Zara came to find him. Her skin was glowing with a pattern he had never seen before. Deep gold mixed with silver, with tiny points of light that looked like stars. "Jake," she said, "Zara want to show you something special." She led him to the main docking bay where all the Villani were gathered. As Jake watched, they began to glow together, their patterns connecting and flowing into each other until they looked like one big living constellation. "What does this pattern mean?" Jake asked. "This is Villani pattern for family," Zara said. "Not just blood family, but chosen family. People who love each other and take care of each other." Luke came to stand beside Jake. "It is beautiful." "Yes," Zara said, "but that is not what Zara want to show you." She walked to the center of the group of Villani. Then she began to glow with a new pattern, one that was so bright and complex that it took Jake's breath away. The light seemed to dance and sing at the same time. "What is that?" Luke asked. Zara smiled. "This is pattern for gratitude so deep that heart cannot hold it all. This is pattern for love that saved not just one person but whole people. This is what Zara feel for humans who saw beauty where galaxies saw monsters." All the Villani began to glow with the same pattern. The whole docking bay filled with light so beautiful that it looked like the inside of a star. Every human on the station came to see what was happening. As they all stood together, humans and Villani and visiting aliens from across the galaxy, Zara walked over to Luke. "Luke," she said. When Zara was alone and dying, she thought beauty was gone from universe. But humans showed Zara that beauty was inside her all along. You just had to see it to make it real. "You were always beautiful," Luke said. "We just had eyes to see it." Zara's skin began to glow so brightly with joy that she looked like she was melting into pure light. "That is why this story is important," she said. "Sometimes most beautiful things in universe are things that look scary or different. But if you look with heart instead of fear, you can see beauty everywhere." Years later, when people told the story of how humans and Villani became friends, they always talked about the moment when a lonely alien lady melted with happiness because someone saw her beauty instead of her strangeness. The station became the most important place in the galaxy, not because it had the biggest weapons or the most powerful ships, but because it was where beings learned to see beauty in each other. And every night, When the Villani gathered to share their light patterns with each other, the whole station glowed like a gentle star, reminding everyone that the most powerful force in the universe was not fear or anger, but the simple act of choosing to see beauty instead of difference. Zara never felt lonely again. She had found her family among the stars, not just other Villani, but humans and aliens from dozens of worlds, all learning to speak the language of friendship. And sometimes, when she stood on the observation deck looking out at the vast universe, her skin would glow with that special pattern that meant grateful for beauty found in unexpected places. Because she knew that the best things in life often came from taking the time to really see someone else and choosing love over fear. The lonely alien lady had melted into joy, and her joy had changed the galaxy forever.